Good evening with all of you watching. 1859 is closing in on us, but not without a bang, while 1860 beckons us towards it, with hopes for a better future. Here are the events that will occur soon and those that are transpiring now. With 1860 quickly approaching, we all have a presidential election to look forward to. Hopefully, this time, we end up with a president that can resolve the tension our union faces. An up and coming political figure for the Republicans, Abraham Lincoln, seems to be making a stance on slavery that is against expanding it. Current Illinois Senator, Northern Democrat Stephen A. Douglas made his stance as on slavery, which is that it's up to popular sovereignty and not really a moral issue. Their stances on slavery taken directly from their debates. On another note, down in Virginia, a man named John Brown led a group of men on a mission to kill pro slavery folk. He and 21 other supporters are currently having a face off with the Marines after seizing an armory in Harper's Ferry. Sources say in an attempt to start a slave revolt. More on that now as we cut to our reporter, Benson, live from Harper's Ferry. Hopefully, he hasn't been shot yet.
Hi, I'm reporting live from Harper's Ferry, where it's in utter chaos right now. 2 days ago, on October 16, abolitionist John Brown and 21 of his followers quietly entered Harper's Ferry. They captured the armory and arsenal, which contained a huge amount of weapons and gunpowder. John Brown, who had been in the area for months, raising money and collecting weapons, had planned this attack very carefully. He apparently captured many citizens, mostly slave owners, the most prominent one being a descendant of George Washington, as hostages. Robert E. Lee, a U.S. Army colonel, arrived earlier today and demanded the group to surrender. John Brown wanted all of his men to escape, but Robert E. Lee rejected this proposal, which led to the fight we see today. Okay. I think I see John Brown right here, right now. Uh, I'm a reporter, and I just want to ask a few questions. Yeah. Okay, so what made you start the ruckus today?
I believe slavery is a sin against God and all his people, against my holy Bible as well, and I will not stand it. We need to take it. We need to take back this country, and this is the only way we can do it.
Oh, why did you take such extreme violent measures instead of like the regular abolitionists?
When have we ever figured out a problem through civics? There's not been a single right that we've ever fought for without the shedding of blood. This is the Holy Father's righteous decision. The Jews made it out of Israel through God, and so will I. I will gather the slaves through my wisdom, and we will all set free to a better America.
What do you plan to do after Harper's Ferry?
We're going to go to other towns. We're going to take them over as well. We need to set free this entire nation. The national slave revolt will skyrocket like how Nat Turner tried to do back in 1830s. And he's my biggest inspiration. And we're going to take back this country through blood and fear.
Okay, thank you for your time, Mr. Brown. To Robert E. Lee, what are you doing at Harper's Bay? What do you think about the situation?
I am present here under orders from the Secretary of War to assume command of the forces, which include the detachment of U.S. Marines, to suppress this insurrection. My duty as an officer of the United States Army is the preservation of law and order, and to the protection of lives and property of the citizens. This violent action led by John Brown is an act of treason. It is a direct assault upon the peace and security of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the sanctity of the Union. Such unlawful force and bloodshed under the pretense of moral cause cannot and will not be tolerated by the government. My singular objective is to capture or dispense of the insurrectionists and return the federal arsenal to control the proper authorities with the minimum loss of life possible.
What do you think about slavery?
I have been asked this question many times. Slavery is a moral and political evil, and I acknowledge the great misfortune of existence in our country. I believe that is a greater evil for the white man than for the black race. I pray that God may deliver us from it. However, the institution currently exists only the laws of this republic. Furthermore, I believe the abolition of slavery can only be achieved through divine providence and a slow, deliberate action of time and reason, not by the criminal hands of insurrectionists and misguided zealots. John Brown's method is not merely illegal; it is a reckless, impatient civil war. It can be a far greater calamity than the evil he possesses to cure. I hope that the prompt and unwavering adherence to the rule of this law is paramount for the preservation of the human community.
Okay, thank you for your time, Mr. Robert E. Lee. Back to you, Jennifer.
Thank you. And now we'll hear from the Northern commentator.
Good evening, Jennifer. I'm sure everyone is hoping that John Brown's raid will go smoothly. John Brown, a rising leader among the slaves and abolitionists, is doing what I can only describe as God's work. He has been leading these revolts in the hopes of ending slavery. He continues to fight for the end of slavery, knowing that God would be really happy with his efforts to end the epitome of evil in this current nation. Brown is currently raiding a federal arsenal in the hopes of giving those that support the slave revolts the means to protect themselves. Though, by the way things stand, the U.S. Marines seem to have surrounded Brown and his men inside the building.
So, how are the chances of success for those raiding the arsenal?
I'm afraid to admit that the chances are slim, but knowing John Brown's uncanny ability to lead people, I'd say he won't be going down without a fight. Again, we can only hope and pray for the success of this raid.
Thank you. And now we'll hear from the Southern commentator.
John Brown's raid is a testament to why we do not run democracy effectively. This is a terrible violation of the Constitution. I cannot believe that they would do this to us. They are, and they deserve to be taken out of this country, man. And we need to kill them all. We need to lynch them all, especially those there.
Thank you, commentators. It's important to be aware of all the happenings in our country. What will become of it? We're not sure yet. Stay tuned. We're just in. John Brown captured by the authorities.
No.
If John Brown were to be in front of you at this very moment, what would you say to him?
John Brown, I hope you're hearing this. You're a little sissy boy. I hope you die. You're a terrible man, and I know it.
This is going so good.